Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now potentially ready for a new all-time high. Get ready and do not mess it up. Now first you're going to see we definitely hit the bottom of the major horizontal range almost to the exact dollar accuracy. We hit 115,000 US dollars, where of course, for the past couple of days we talked about we might even be interested to enter another long or buying position. On 22nd of July, I tweeted, best long trades are always at the bottom of the range, if we get there. And yes, Bitcoin got a push towards downside, hit the bottom of our range right here, and simply it is up to you if you're willing to take the trade. And of course, personally, I did take and open another brand new long or a buy position, not only on Bitcoin. I am also right now in a brand new long position on Ethereum and also on XRP. I still do remain in majority of all of my other long positions on different cryptocurrencies, on different other altcoins, but nevertheless, ideally right now for Bitcoin, I want to see higher targets to be reached in the next couple weeks. Yes, it does look like if we go right now with our CME futures chart, the CME gap at the moment is still opened at approximately 115,000 US dollar area, but the reality is, because we have gotten such a nice reaction towards the upside, and also because we are reclaiming a very important volume level, I would actually say, talking about the probabilities, ideally the bottom on Bitcoin is right now in, and we are looking for higher. And that is why right now I do need to share with you the exact technical price targets using Fibonacci extension tool to show you how high can Bitcoin actually go. All we are going to right now do is to identify the entire bullish elliott wave count right here. We can say we completed the first impulse, we got a correction, we got another impulse right here, and at the moment it really does look like the fourth elliott wave could be finished exactly at this specific area. Because it's right now finished, of course, we could start forming already the fifth, the final impulse towards the upside, towards another all-time high above 123,000 US dollars, and of course for Bitcoin to go maybe even slightly higher. That is why what we can right now do, Fibonacci extension levels, we are going to measure the entire first impulsive elliott wave right here, putting the third pivot at the start of the fifth one or simply at the end of the fourth one. Now, we need to pay attention towards one-to-one Fibonacci extension price target using the logarithmic chart. Why I would use the logarithmic chart in this case? Because the Bitcoin price action, first of all, is moving significantly towards the upside. The moves are very, very big. And also, if you pay attention to what level the third elliott wave actually hit right here, it was also very nicely respected on the logarithmic chart. So when you measure the price target of the third elliott wave, from the low right here, back towards the high, back towards the low, going right now with 1.618 Fibonacci extension price target, the level was hit almost to the exact dollar accuracy. That is why I do prefer using the logarithmic scale, looking right now towards one-to-one Fibonacci extension price target. Another thing that we can do to get the target of the fifth elliott wave is to go with the exact same measurement as we did for the third elliott wave. However, we can pay attention towards a higher Fibonacci extension price target. So let me measure once again the first one, putting the third pivot at the start of the third one right here, and we need to pay attention towards 2-to-1 Fibonacci extension level. And you're right now going to see this specific area is coming in at 127.5 thousand US dollars. So let's just say like that, if Bitcoin does continue higher, of course, this right here is right now going to be our next major price target you should really be aware of, where potentially Bitcoin could finish its fifth elliott wave and we might start a bigger correction back towards downside. So that is also right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible. And also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now do share with you what is the bullish Bitcoin indication we are right now seeing for the past couple of hours right here, and also why ideally I would like Bitcoin to move higher towards the first area of resistance in the upcoming hours. So what we are right now going to do, and what are usually the most important levels when we are paying attention towards the horizontal range. It is always going to be the major volume area of support and resistance. Measuring the entire upper price section of the range with the volume, you're are right now going to see Bitcoin was able to reclaim the value area low, which historically speaking, once Bitcoin does that, it is going to be quite a significant bullish Bitcoin indication. We have gotten a deviation from the value area low, accepted back above the value area low, and we got a rotation back towards the upside. Another deviation from the level, another acceptance above the level, another rotation back towards the upside. So what we can right now say, the entire move down was a deviation from our value area low. Right now, we are seeing an acceptance above the level, bullish indication technically speaking, and of course because of that, we could be looking for a rotation back towards the upside. Now, of course, I need to point out here, if the value area low is once again going to be lost, it's going to be, of course, a bearish Bitcoin indication. So it is very important for you to pay attention towards the volume levels, because once again, losing the value area low, it's not going to be a good sign. And in that case, potentially, our bullish elite wave count could get invalidated. But nevertheless, as of right now, we are above the value area low, and that is definitely going to be a sign of strength. And another sign of strength I would really like to see Bitcoin confirming in the next couple of hours, it is going to be a bullish EMA cross on the 1 hourly time frame. Yesterday, unfortunately, on the move down, we got a bearish cross. If we continue higher, probably exponential moving averages are going to once again cross towards the upside. Bullish indication, that is then going to mean on the 1 hourly time frame, Bitcoin is moving in an average uptrend. On the 2 hourly, we are still in an uptrend. 4 hourly, still in an uptrend. Daily time frame, all of the major high-term time frames are saying to us, expect higher. We are in an uptrend, so that is why ideally right now, I would really like to see another all-time high to be formed sooner rather than later. However, we need to always trade from level to levels, and probably right now you're wondering, what is the next area of resistance where potentially Bitcoin could maybe even see some kind of a higher low, where of course you can even go with another long or a buy position, of course, when you have proper risk management. So the first area of resistance I would like to point out is going to be the golden Fibonacci ratio once we are measuring the entire move towards downside, because what you're right now going to see, golden Fibonacci ratio is coming in at 118.3 thousand US dollars, and is also very nicely aligning when we are measuring again the entire upper price action, because the point of control, the biggest volume cluster, is coming in exactly at the gold pocket. Additionally, when we go right now with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at the all-time high, you can see all of those three levels are right now aligning for Bitcoin exactly at the same area, 118.3 thousand US dollars. So what can that potentially mean? If we are right now going to continue higher in the next couple of hours, Bitcoin is going to hit this major area of resistance. But in this case, of course, potentially we could see some kind of a rejection back down. Note, we are trading in the middle of the weekend, so probably a little bit more choppiness at this specific area is definitely expected. However, this right here could actually be the first impulsive elite wave, then potentially we do see some kind of a rejection, and then of course another impulse towards the upside in the next couple of days. So once again, I remain bullish on Bitcoin. I want to see higher. I do remain in all of my long or buy positions on the entire crypto market. That is also why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below, because Bitunix Exchange is right now hosting a very exclusive campaign with me, and the campaign is right now valid only for the next 2 more days. So today and tomorrow, you can still claim 10 USDT only after you register and then deposit on your account, because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. Those bonuses are available only with the second link down below, no KYC and no VPN. Additionally, we need to talk about the liquidations, and also I would also like to share with you what I am expecting to happen with Ethereum in the next couple of days right here. But nevertheless, pay attention right now on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week time frame. Bigger liquidations actually can right now also be seen exactly below the recent lows, where we are going to liquidate approximately 230 million of long positions from the entire crypto market, in a case Bitcoin does see another push towards the downside below the recent low. So again, remember, I can have a bullish and also a bearish bearish plan. It all comes down to risk management, and it's very important for you to manage your risk, because in a case our bullish scenario is going to fail, we want to get stopped out of the trade and simply then, of course, say lower targets are going to be more probable. But nevertheless, because right now we are above the value area low, because Bitcoin also has gotten a very nice reaction towards the upside, ideally I would like higher, another all-time high, before potentially we could see a bigger rejection towards downside. And also, liquidations are not going to be only below the recent lows. They are also placed exactly above the recent highs. We're at approximately $121,000. We are going to liquidate approximately 237 million from the entire cryptocurrency market. So yes, it does look like liquidations are below us and also above us, but when we talk about the probabilities, in my opinion, right now, the highest probability level to be hit in the next couple of days is going to be the upper liquidations cluster at $121,000. Again, I am not saying we cannot go lower, because I can already see in the comments people saying to me, bro, you were wrong. I always have a bullish and also a bearish scenario. Bullish scenario right now is going to be Bitcoin holds the value area low, we do not go lower right here, we do not take out the recent low right here, and we continue towards another all-time high. If we do see a dump, of course, we can also talk about a bearish scenario, and once again, risk management is very, very important for you to set your stop loss and of course also for you to protect your capital. Additionally, when we right now pay attention to the Ethereum chart, in my opinion, it also does look very nice and bullish. I'm going to right now go on the daily time frame, because right here we can talk about a bigger third elite wave in the making as we speak. That being said, in the next couple of days potentially, Ethereum could actually pump towards the area of approximately $4,500. Then some kind of a correction back down, and then also another impulse toward the upside. We form another all-time high at $5,000. We finish our 5-wave price structure, and only then we do see a bigger correction towards downside. So also right here, I am being bullish on Ethereum. I would like to see higher. I would also like to see another all-time high, not only on Ethereum, but of course also on the Bitcoin chart itself. That is why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus, no KYC, no VPN, with the second link down below, because only for the next 2 days you are going to get, only after you register, 10 USDT, but then also deposit, because you are going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.